Welcome to your Learning Library Online. Today we're going to be doing a short video about locating databases, and specifically in this case, health-related databases. So let me hop in here. I'm going to share my screen with you. Now, what you should be looking at is Nipissing University's homepage. Hopefully you've had a chance to be here, but if not, go to your favorite browser and type in nippissingu.ca. Now, if we go right to the very bottom of the screen, scroll down, here's the link for the library. So if we hop in here, it should take us to the library homepage. This is the Nipissing side of our website, and lots of great resources are available to you here. You can look for books, articles, videos, other things to borrow or use online through this Omni search box. But you can also see the library hours, the How Do I page, as well as how to contact us. Today, we're going to look specifically at the library resources area. So we're going to use this option for access resources, and we're going to select for databases. Now, a database is just a collection, and it could be a collection of newspaper articles, videos, it could be magazines or peer-reviewed journal articles, as well as images that might be dependent on what your information need is. Now, when we're looking at this page, what we can see is our 327 different databases, and each one will provide a little blurb or a description about what it covers. So you can see, for example, Academic One File includes international newspapers, magazines, and peer-reviewed journals. So those little tips will give you a hand in knowing what's included in each one. The thing to also notice is that they come in two formats. They're going to be subscription journals, so you'll notice those are either provided by Nipissing University or Canadore College. You will want to select for the Nipissing one or the school you're affiliated with. And there's also an option, if we scroll down a little bit, for open access resources. So you can see the AGO collection and AGO collection on the Internet Archive have this logo right here, which shows open access. And that means it's available to everyone, which just shows you that there's something for everyone at the library. Now, your faculty member may make a suggestion or a recommendation or even require in your assignments that you use a specific database. So you can go in and use this alphabetical listing right here. And you can go in, for example, if you are using CINAHL, maybe you've been told to use that, go under the C and then scroll down through all those titled databases titled with a C, obviously. What I'm going to recommend today is we go up here and use this drop-down menu. Right now, it's showing us all the subjects being covered at Nipissing and Canadore. So you might want to select for your subject area. There's also those multidisciplinary or general databases, which means it covers all sorts of different subjects in that particular one. What we're going to select for today is health sciences. And now when we do that, we're down to 34 databases. So we're getting closer and closer to meeting our information need right from the beginning. As we scroll down, you can see there's all sorts of different options. So Alt Health Watch is a holistic and integrative approach to healthcare. That might be something of interest to you. Maybe you need to use, you have an anatomy lab. So maybe you want to use the Anatomy Video and Imagery Diversity Project. That's a repository out of the University of Calgary and the University of Windsor, which includes some original illustrations and some really interesting videos about the spectrum of human diversity. Also included in that is Anatomy TV, which is an interactive 3D model of the human body. So really, really helpful for those anatomy labs, or even just if you need to know more about the human body in general that you're studying for your assignments. As you can see, depending on information need, again, you can do books. These two databases are available for books. If we scroll down, some of our favorite databases, there's CINAHL, there's EBM reviews available, health and medicine, all sorts of options for you to use. As we go down, you might recognize things like Medline. And I will point out in this area, you can see that this is actually available from two different vendors. So one from EBSCOhost and one from Ovid. And why that helps you is, if there happens to be a technical glitch or something's gone down that one of the databases is not working that day, you might be able to use the alternate option from a different vendor and still get access. But this is why we recommend to students, make sure that you go in and do your research early. You don't want to be up against, the last couple of days before your assignment and realize you can't get in or navigate the databases. That's where you really start to struggle and the stress level starts to go up. So make sure you go in and get access to everything on the beginning as soon as you can. As we scroll down, nursing and allied health is another option. PTSD pubs, and PubMed might be another one you're familiar with. That's actually includes information from Medline, and that's from the US National Library of Medicine. So all of these options, there are no right and wrong answers in terms of which database to use, other than the fact that you always wanted to defer to what your faculty member is asking you to use within your assignment or within the syllabus. They often give you really good guidelines about the type of information source you need to use, including things like the year of publication. So how old is the material that you're looking at? So just make sure you understand all that. And once you hop in, we're going to stay at this level right now, but if you hop into any of these different databases, you select them by just going into a title. What you're going to do then is you're going to be potentially asked for a login, and that will be your web advisor credentials. So same password and login as you used for that. So I hope that helps out getting you into the health databases. If you need help, always reach out to your faculty member, but also know that we are here for your basic navigation of databases, as well as maybe some basic access issues. If you have anything showing up that's not working, let us know. That way we can get it fixed up as quickly as we can. So I hope that helps out. If you need any kind of help, reach out to the library. We're happy to help you, and happy exploring. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.